Mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Can you hear your boy? Can you hear your boy? Man, I gotta fix this. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, shout out to Harlem for becoming a Megalodon, upgrading his membership. See you in purple, big dog. You're ready for them alerts because they about to come in hot. All right, and I see Rhonda. Rhonda, I appreciate you for being a channel supporter. That is much love. Greatly appreciated, Queen. Do know that if you are wanting like full access to like the Sacrifice for Riches Discord, then you do need to be a minnow or above. And that gets you like the swing trades and then the community and then some of the other links and promos and stuff like that that we have there. So do consider upgrading if that's what you're trying to accomplish. What up, buddy? Everybody shout out to Buddy Terry in the chat. He is the editor that's been kind of putting some things, that has been putting some things together to make me look a little bit better and sound and sound a little bit better too. So shout out to Buddy for helping me save a lot of time so I can give you guys more quality content. So thank you much, big dog. Thank you so much. And major shout out to him. He just won an award, 3rd place. That was dope. I forgot what it is, but you gotta remind me what it's called. Film festival or something like that. What's up, Reverend? I see you. What's up, Roll Life? Good to see you. Ryan, I see you. 44103. I see. Oh, how you upgrade, Rhonda? Is that what you're saying? I think that's you. You have to go to the membership tab, and then you go. I think there's like a gear button, and then you'll go ahead and select manage membership, and then you can select the tier that you want. Now, if you're looking for live trading, live training, the tier to go for is the Megalodons, just so you know. If you're looking for weekly live streams as it relates to getting prepped for the week in the market, then the minimum for that is Orca. Okay, so hopefully that helps out. Okay. Oh man, y'all have no idea. Me and Buddy got some stuff cooking. All right. There's so much that I want to do, but because like this is not my full-time job, this whole YouTube thing, not even necessarily, it's not YouTube. It's more like YouTube is the platform, but the passion is helping people, right? And connecting with like-minded people. And when I see people win, like it genuinely brings me joy, and it really gets me out of like sometimes depressed days and stuff like that. So like today, I was pretty silent. I got a lot of contemplating that's going on, but my phone is always on, right? So I see in the Discord, I see all these wins. Shout out to Roll Life. He's been showing mad love, like on these swing trades, letting everybody know that the rapid fire alerts that gets initiated for the Megalodons within the Discord, they work, right? You're talking minimum, most times 50% on gains, but it's not uncommon to get 100 to 300% gains on a lot of these plays that I put together. So if you guys are interested in that stuff, I can't guarantee anything, I can't make any promises, but I will promise you this: I will do my best to make it to where the membership feels like it pays for itself. And then I'm also going to make sure that I go above and beyond whatever the tier that you sign up for says that you get, because it's more about pouring into people and building a community and just enjoying good company, right? And I love the success story. So let's keep it rolling. Let's get the memberships up. We love to see you. You probably don't see a lot of content like videos. That's still coming. You get a lot of shorts, but most of my content is behind closed doors with the members in KGU. Shout out to KGU. If you're a member of KGU and you're not a doctorate, that means that you're not getting a live trade or live training sessions. I highly recommend not just to watch me, but to watch Spy and Catching Rockets and KG and Press. Man, I mean, everybody's over there. I mean, you're working with millionaires over there. I'm not there, but I'm in good company. So think about it. Be a part of the community. If your name isn't green, then that means that you're either with KGU or not with anybody, maybe, but you're not with me. So if you don't have a community, find one, because I think it's important. It's more than about plays. It's about uh, just being in the same bubble, in the same room, kind of breathing in the same virtual air as other people that's doing what you're trying to do. Um, let's see here. Okay, hopefully, hey Rhonda, let me know if that worked for you. Um, I'm assuming as of right now it didn't, because I would get an update that you upgraded. So let me know if you have any issues. Hey, I appreciate you, Ranger, for supporting me on my journey and the acknowledgement of my growth. I got a lot more growing to do. That's the cool thing about growth. We're just being human with ambition. Growing never stops. So I know, Queen. Yeah. What I'm saying to you though is, if you're trying to upgrade, then you have to go to the members tab and then upgrade through that. Okay. Also, the link for the Discord is within the members tab as well. It's a private Discord. You can't search for it as of right now. We keep things kind of close to the vest, because we don't want a bunch of knuckleheads in our community. Okay. KDU costs so much to be in. Love the crew there, but costs too much for me. Hey, I totally understand, Ryan. I would say this: if you're not in KGU right now, come over here. Right? I'm a branch off of KGU. Right? I'm still connected. That is home for me, but I provide a lot of value to those that are in my community. Okay? So if you need a home and you just can't do KGU right now, I totally understand, but don't go on without some community. All right. So, but I totally understand. And also, cost is subjective, but I also do understand not everybody is like making a lot of money doing this trading thing. So if you're not making money and it's costing you money to be in these communities, then I understand where you're coming from. But if you're staying in this game and you're doing the same things, right, and you're just pumping money into the market and you're still not profitable or whatever, then you're giving your money away to people that aren't helping you, to people that is trying to take your money. Versus if you put that, even a fraction of probably what you're losing, into like a community like KGU or like Sacrifice for Riches or wherever you want to go, at least you have a finger on the pulse. At least you have access to millionaires and like-minded individuals that's going to be there to help pick you up, right? A tool is only as good as the person that's using it, right? And if you don't use your tools to the fullest, then yeah, of course you're burning money. So I would say this to anybody that says a community costs too much. When you were in that community, did you do everything right that you could? Like, did you tap into all of the resources that community could provide? Because if you didn't, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you didn't really utilize that time, to soak up as much knowledge as you possibly could. So a community aside, it's the same thing as far as mindset as it relates to being in this game, right? So when you start off trading, you're going to lose, right? You're going to just blow through cash probably after, when you're first starting off, right? But then you start to realize, there's more to this game than clicking a button. So you start researching, but you're still losing. You start studying, you're still losing, right? You start learning about risk management, you're still losing, right? And then you get to a point where you say, I learned all that I think I could learn as far as technical analysis. I understand risk management, this, that, and the third, right? But then you get to that point, that breaking point, when it's like, man, like maybe this isn't for me. Man, maybe I should quit. Maybe I should just focus on my 9 to 5, right? But then that point, that breaking point that's the moment that's going to define you, in my opinion. Because what's happening is that you're hitting a block. You're hitting a bump in the road, right? And it's either going to kick you off your path, or you're going to figure out how to stay on your path, right? So in that moment, when you hit that roadblock, whatever it is, whether it's too much for a community, rather you're pumping money into the market and you're losing on a daily, whatever it is, you have to sit there and say, did I try everything? Right? Did I give it my all? Right? Is there something that I didn't tap into that I know I need to tap into? Am I running away from something? Is it internal? Right? Sometimes we have to face fears. Sometimes we have to face the mental gymnastics of what this trading does to us, and it's hard to face those things. So it's not supposed to be easy. The market is the one thing that challenged me the most, and I've been in the army for 13 years. I came from the hood, like I came from nothing, right? Massive debt, came out of high school with a 500 credit score because of some BS that was not my fault, right? Like, it's the market, and when you hit a point of defeat, it's those moments that define you, right? It's those moments when, if you break, how do you put yourself back together? How do you find the strength to move on, right? So I say that to say exactly what I just said. You have to dig in, and you have to figure out what it is that's kind of holding you back. And I'm still on that journey. I'm still kind of like on a very steady incline, but I do things to make me take a couple steps back, right? So, but I also know of things that I still need to face, challenges I need to overcome, and most of it is mental and internal, right? So anyway, if you want to be in a community, consider joining. At minimum, become a minnow of Sacrifice for Riches, because my DMs are open and I'm here to talk you off ledges and hopefully help provide you with information to help keep you on track, because maybe I know something that you haven't thought of, right? So, because I've been there. But anyway, Paola, shout out to you, Queen. Thank you for becoming a channel supporter. Right, I know this is a rapid fire chart analysis. Your boy's been gone for a little bit, so I'm catching up with some lives or some chats, and then we'll get into it. Okay, let's see. I'm in KG now for my first month, but won't be able to afford another membership. I love your content and catch. Okay, no, don't leave to come here, or don't add or whatever. You're fine. I just want to make sure that you're straight. So, if you're in KGU and you're struggling, say something, right? Say something. Don't keep that stuff to yourself. That defeats the point of a community, in my opinion. All right. Good evening, Queen Fee. I see you. Definitely keep in your inner circle. Yep. Harlem, what it do, big dog? Hey. Hopefully I upgraded the right Harlem within the Discord. But shout out to you for becoming the latest Megalodon. Tag me in the Discord to make sure that I upgraded the right individual. When I started, let's see, MTZ says, when I started, nothing but losses. 2 years later, now I'm at break even. Shout out to you. It took me almost 4 years to get to break even, big dog. So no, hey, hats off to you. But you probably had people like KG, or like Traveling Trader, or like maybe me, Catching Rockets, whoever. You probably had some people to learn from, and that's the whole purpose. Like, people that's doing this, like me, like, we get paid pennies to do this, right? Well, at least early on. This is like well below. This is like $1 an hour, if that, right? But we do it because it just feels like the right thing to do, to share the journey and hopefully help people like not stumble as hard as we did, or not, well, make that shorten that distance from L's to W's, right? So let's see, Ryan, yep, I hear you. I'm utilizing all resources on KGU. I plan on building on that experience, then next year taking a month off my job to really dive into trading, and hopefully, hey, shout out to you, Right? It takes real guts. Like if you can, I think if your mental is set right for the most part, I mean you can really lock in. Sky's the limit, right? But there is a level of fear, right? Some people have obligations, like and commitments. We all do. Let's be real. But like me, I got two kids. I got a wife, right? Um, I got a mortgage. I got all this stuff, right? Like I got people that depend on me. So for me to like drop everything and focus on trading, can I do it? Probably, right? Like I'm pretty confident, but at the same time, I'm not willing to risk that, right? I'm not willing to risk their security for my ambition, right? Even though I know that it could be fruitful, but that is kind of like the state of fear that I live in, and that actually reflects in my trading. So if you see me trade and it's like, man, Rail made like $200 on one contract. It might not sound like a lot to some people, but to me, I was like, hey, it was one contract. It was a 500% move, and it is what it is. Would it have been nice to get 10 contracts on a 500% move? Absolutely. But I wasn't willing to risk 10 contracts. So, whatever. It's something I got to get through and get past, right? Paola says, is it worth doing straddle orders? I put a call in and put my stop loss for the day. Not good to cancel. Now I'm down $400. Whew, what do I do? A straddle order, is it worth it? Okay, so if you're already in a position and you're down, I'm gonna tell you this. There's so many option strategies, okay? And they all work for different people. My thing is that if your plan is to do straddles and that is your strategy, then stick with it, right? If that's not your strategy and you're trying like 4 different options trading strategies, then that can be a mind thing, right? Like I like to keep things super simple, and this is why I trade single leg options. I write calls or I buy calls. I write puts or I sell puts. I buy puts. So that's kind of how I flow. If you're down that much, I don't know what your percentage is, but it is a percentage game. So let's say you're down, let's say 30%, and that's your $400. Well, my stop loss would be very, very tight at 30%. It would probably be like, I'm not giving up another 5%. And then what I'm going to do is get kicked out and then wait for re-entry. So I just did a live trading session on like earlier this week. Okay. And the first trade I got in, we were up like 8%, but then the game flipped right away. So I was in puts, and then that's when the market kind of turned around and kind of shot up. And I think I lost 20% off that first place, maybe 25%, depends on, what I actually got. I just tried to get out quick. So that's my first live trade session since I've been back from vacation, going through all this mental like stuff that I've been in, right? So I could have easily like just fold it, right? And then start revenge trading and start trying to like overanalyze and stuff like that. But instead, I seen the market turning around. It blew right through my levels. I got stopped out at 20%, and I just sat on my hands until I seen a setup that made sense to me. So, and guess what happened? That 20% that I lost, whatever, we tripled the gains. So, that 20% loss turned into like a 60% win, right? Because I waited for my levels to get retested and I hopped into play. So if you're in a single leg option, what I'm saying to you is I would cut my losses, not financial advice, but if your play's already invalidated, then I would cut my losses and then wait for the play and the setup that makes sense for you to get back in. Why? Because there's always another play and you'll make the money back. It's just, are you disciplined enough to kind of just cut the rope and wait for the next opportunity? Okay. All right. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. So no, I wouldn't do a strat. I would just wait for my play and play what I normally would be playing. MTZ, I'm at KGU, baby. I appreciate y'all, man. Absolutely. Shout out to you, KGU. What's up, JC? Okay, go Texans. Go Texans. Hey, I got it. Oh, it is 7 o'clock or later in the night. Okay, so I got the tight end on the bench. So I'm not rocking with him. He has no touchdowns, so he's on my bench, and I have Ferguson starting for the Cowboys. That's gonna be a rough match for him. We'll see what happens. All right. If there's no more questions, shout out to 30 people, 31 people watching. If you are here and you have not hit the like button, please do so. Okay. So without further ado, this is Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches. Today, on Thursday, every Thursday at 6 p.m., we run the rapid fire chart analysis live stream. What does that mean? That means that I come on here live and I look to the comments, I look to the charts, and then I look to the comments for ticker requests from the community. So any stock that you've been eyeing up and you're thinking about either a long-term investment or you're thinking about options plays, if you're thinking about the fact that you're in a position and you're looking for an exit or you're looking for a take profit target, we're looking for stuff like that in the comments. I bring that up on the charts and I walk you through live what I see, and I narrate my thoughts in accordance to what you've put in the comments. So for example, if MTZ, if he comes in and says, I'm looking at SoFi, right? I'm in calls. Should I hold? Should I hold? Or we have more room to fall down? Like, he could be stuck. I don't know. I'll look at that. I'll look at SoFi. I'll run my analysis and I'll speak to what I see. Okay. And then at the end of the day, MTZ has to make the decision of whether he stays or not. Same with you, Payola. So same thing. But anyway, or you can say, hey, I'm looking for Netflix. Netflix just did the stock split, and man, I bought at 114, but man, today is down to 106. Right? Should I load up? Should I sell? Like, where's Netflix going? We can talk about it. I can find that out. Right? We can figure all that out together, and then we kind of keep it moving. Keep in mind that most of these plays that I put together, right? Most of these setups are designed swing trades. Following these videos, I recap what I see, and then I put together trade alerts for the Megalodons within my Discord. What does that mean? That means that if I see a play I like let's say a Netflix put, because we already made money on that, right? Shout out to Spark 40. I know you in here. I think you won on Netflix. You're one of the many maybe. But anyway, I would set an alert for that trade. I would put the details in that alert, and when I'm alerted, you're alerted. So you don't need to wait to find out whether or not Rail got into a play. You're going to get an alert that says, looking at Netflix puts at X entry, stop loss here, take profit target here, right? And then boom, you follow you do your due diligence, and you figure out your confirmations. You identify confirmations to justify entering or not entering the play, and there you go. And that's how you make money. That's how I'm helping the community in Sacrifice for Riches as well as KGU. KGU, I can give you 1 to 2 trades in a day, or probably like no more than about 4 or 5 in a week. I do my best, but the alert system within Sacrifice for Riches always going off because I have no limits. I can just give you everything that I got. So anyway, how's the weather? Let's get it. All right, let's get it. All right, no Weatherman Rail today. All right, def overanalyze and don't cut the rope. Go Niners. Hey, I got Christian McCaffrey. Go Niners. As long as you're not playing my Packers, go Niners. All right, let's get it. All right, so I'm about to get my timer ready. Today we're going to go for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. All right. Once we move over, I'm gonna hit this button and I'm gonna say go, and I'm gonna look to the comments for tickers. Shout out to Harlem. You've helped me grow in so many ways. My trading, hey, much love, big dog. I appreciate you, and that's mad love, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. You don't have to do that. You just upgraded, and of course, so that means a lot. Thanks, man. Shout out to Lisa. Before I get into it, man, when I see people I know, I gotta say something. So Lisa, if y'all don't know, Lisa J Stock, she talks a lot about long-term investing. So go check out her channel out. She also has kids, and she speaks to getting her kids financially secure for their future, and pretty dope. Now, a lot of people talk about that stuff. That's something that I want to talk about, but I'm working on myself, and then I can focus on that type of content. But Lisa's your girl, so check her out. So let's move over to the charts and let's get to work. All right. So without further ado, well, before I start, can you see my screen okay, everybody? I want to make sure. Hold up. Get this over here. Can everybody see my screen? And if it's helpful, I can blow up the text so you guys can see. Hopefully that helps. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen just fine. RGTI, okay, yep, I got you, Queen. When the Discord still need help. When to Discord still need help. Oh, okay, so yeah, Rhonda, just go to the membership tab on YouTube, and then you will find the link. If you don't see the link, okay, I will add the link at the end of this rapid fire live stream, okay? So just bear with me. After I'm done, I'm not gonna get off the live. I'm gonna make sure that anybody that's trying to become a member and anybody that's trying to get into the Discord gets in the Discord. So I'll stay live to help everybody out, okay? So anyway, this is the rapid fire chart analysis. Let's get it, all right? So first one that I see on the list is RGTI. Oop, hold on, I gotta fix mine. Oop. Let's see. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay and see me okay. Let's do this. RGTI. This is Rigetti Computing. Okay, let's get it. Who is this? RGTI was presented by Paola. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, Queen. Hopefully I don't butcher it, but okay, so we ran this at one point, right? Because we identified that RGTI was trading sideways within the channel, and we said that once it broke this channel that we were bullish, and sure enough, some of us missed the opportunity. I didn't set the alert. I don't set alerts on everything, but man, this would have been a nice rocket to be on. So as of right now, for RGTI, I don't need to do much technical analysis here. We have our 20-day and 200-day EMA, and we're trading in between the two. We're still looking bearish. I am not touching this stock until we touch 1622, right? Because right now we're kind of in a free fall. If you were to hop into this play, if you zoom in, you do have a supply zone established at the top here. Okay, so what I would do if you're wanting to short this right now, I would wait for retracement, and if the retracement doesn't happen, then you just let it go. But I would wait for retracement here and then ride it all the way down to 1622. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tag this right here as a swing trade supply zone. Okay, so I am looking for something like this to kind of form, and there you go. All right, so I would even go as far as hitting an alert here, and once this alert goes off, people in the Discord is gonna know what's up. All right, but I'll remember and tag it some more. Nope, you're not. Okay, god dang, I'm not. Paola, I know it's like it's not Crayola. Paradis. Ah, man. Paula. Man, I'm sorry. I want to know though, because I see you and now you're a member, so I don't want to butcher your name. So make sure you give me the phonetic of your name so I can address you properly, Queen. Otherwise, we're just gonna call. Hey, did I say it right? Okay. I already forgot how I said it. I need some tickers before I butcher her name again. Paula. All right. I don't got no tickers. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. If I don't get no tickers, then I'm gonna start going in. All right, so Netflix. So I already have levels for Netflix. If you guys aren't in my Discord, then you probably didn't get the levels of Netflix, right? So I'm gonna give you the levels for Netflix right now, so you can know where to buy and where to sell it, right? So just so you know, when Netflix did the stock split, I told everybody that I was not hopping in right away, and I have an ideal target for where I want to load the boat, right? I did say at 109, I was willing to add to my position. I already have a Netflix established position, but if you see my chart, I have 100, and then my the next level of 94.76. But I need y'all to understand that the demand zone for Netflix isn't until you hit about $87. So what am I saying? At about $87, I'm loading the boat on Netflix. Will it fall this far? No idea, but best believe that's my target. So until we hit this point, I'm buying at these levels. Okay, so 150, 94.76, 88.82, right? These are my levels that I am playing Netflix. I'm playing put options for as long as we continue on down, and I am buying shares along the way. Hopefully that makes sense, and that helps as like a quick freebie. Hey, don't make fun of me. That's old news there, MTZ. Okay, we passed that. All right, next ticker, CRCL, Circle Internet Group. I don't know this company, but I know we talked about them before, and man, were we on point, right? So we had this system, we fell through it, right? We retraced, retest this triangle system, and then we came on down through the levels, right? We breached our halfway point of 133.48, and then our final line of resist or support of 109.41. So as of right now, we are in an absolute free fall, right? Because we're well below this level. I don't know what you want out of this company right now, or what you're trying to accomplish. I don't know anything about them fundamentally, but if you're trying to trade options, I'm going to assume, because it's so new, the spread is probably about $3 to $8, right? So it probably doesn't have a lot of volume as it relates to contracts or open interest. So this is something that I would be looking to potentially invest in if the fundamentals of a company is good, but I have no idea. So as of right now, we broke through this floor, and we need to find our way back above, what is this, 66.83, because we're at 63.68. So we need to find our way back here. So what you want to do is look for like a big strong wick, bottom wick with some momentum, and then a retest of this level so we can ride the wave back towards the upside, because you could see a V-shaped recovery and or like a cup and handle type of thing going on here. But you did have indications that this was going down for another leg, because you did get a head and shoulders pattern clearly. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here. Where it's going, I don't know, and I'm not gonna look past where it is right now. Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA. Okay, so Nvidia had those earnings, right? But then we had like an AI bubble, right? Or AI concerns start to raise up again. I was actually expecting Nvidia like to beat earnings. However, I was expecting a sell-off on the market today. So I was in puts, right? And they didn't look good at the open. But that's because the jobs report sent us flying. But then we had all these other fears and these files and whatever the heck else that's going on in our soap opera called the US. But anyway, and we gave it all back and then some. So I made money on this Nvidia put. I made money on some SPY puts today. It was solid, right? You can't really complain. But where are we going now? So we hit my level here, 179.52. If you're in KGU or if you're in Sacrifice for Riches Discord, you receive the plays or the levels before the market close. So you had the opportunity to make a decision whether you want to enter a trade or not. So I will show you that That is right here. Okay. If you did not get this and you're in this live stream, I'm going to hook you up right now. So you had the NVIDIA crossroads, right? So we had put options. If we fell below and confirmed, I got your take profit targets. Call options. If we bounced and confirmed, I got your call options. I think I was supposed to say put options the first time, but here you go. This is a present from me to you. Now, do understand, when I'm looking at this, this happened in the after hours. I'm not sure how strong this is. At the end of the day, when you're looking at NVIDIA and you're looking at the EMAs, you do see it coming back to retest it. Like any other time, if you know the EMAs, the further away we get from the EMAs, the higher the likelihood that we're about to reverse or turn around so we can come and close the gap. So that's kind of what's happening right here. We are very bearish on NVIDIA right now. We're still in a downtrend technically, and I would be looking to hop into shorts at 183.62 if we show resistance or failure to break above. Okay, but be careful. If we rocket through this level and through this demand zone and we see bullish momentum, then we're probably on our way back up to new highs, because that's what I'm thinking. But either which way, pay attention to where we are. Okay, let's see here. Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. Now Microsoft fell below $500, right? Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. I'm a big Xbox fan. I put out information as far as how I'm switching the game up as far as me buying these subscriptions and paying into this company and not owning a piece of it. So I canceled my Game Pass subscription, and I did the math with all the money that I poured into Game Pass since conception, and I decided that dollar amount is how much of the Microsoft stock that I'm going to buy, and I was going to buy it in pieces. And I think that equated to about 3 shares. Of course, I'm gonna go harder than that. I have 2 shares right now. I'm gonna be adding 1. But if this continues to fall and I see it come down to 448, 43, best believe your boy is picking up a lot more. But as of right now, I do have the levels for Microsoft, right? So our take profit target was here at 478.90, and now we're in a position that we're still bearish. But for as long as we are living below this level, I would be looking for a retest and a continuation to the downside. So we're talking about a complete market sell-off here. Okay, so if we fail to break above 478.90, then we are 100%, in my opinion, headed down to this basement, this floor of 448.43. Okay, now I do have this tagged so people can be ready, potential leap calls at this level. Okay, so check it out. Shout out to Rhonda for figuring it out. Welcome, Queen, and being the newest orca. I will see you every Sunday after this. All right. Come on now, dog. Come on, SPY, dog. No, we talk about the SPY all the time. You have the levels for the SPY. Just buy shares. There you go. All right. I don't see any more tickers, so I guess we'll talk about the SPY. SPY is something that I typically reserve for the Discord members in KGU. But you know what? I've been far removed for a while. But so that's what we're gonna do. We'll talk about it. So the SPY. Here is the trading zone for the SPY. Well, this is the trading zone for the for my day trading. But I do have a different SPY chart for like my leaps, or I'm sorry, my swing trades, right? So this is the setup for the SPY. Okay, if you didn't know, now you know. So what does this mean, right? So this right here is a red box that says supply zone swing. Earlier in the season, earlier in the year, not long ago, maybe a couple weeks or whatever, a couple months, last time we were in this level, this was a supply zone. This was where sellers were living. Then it became a level of support earlier in the season, so it became a demand zone. So what I did is I kept my red box and I just outlined it in blue, because blue on my charts means that it's a demand zone. Red on my chart means it's a supply zone. So I outlined it in blue to let me know that this is a previous supply turned demand. That's how my brain is processing this. So what does that mean and how do I interpret it? Well, once we came into this box, when you come into a demand zone, I'm looking for volume to slow down for the sellers, and I'm looking for signs that the buyers are stepping in a potential reversal. We tried to catch the bottom of the demand zones so we can ride the wave up. If you bought here, right, and this went against you, you have the smallest risk, right? Because your risk is literally back within this zone, right? So if you buy the calls, the risk reward ratio is astronomical. I missed this opportunity. I didn't have my alert set up properly for this. I did see the charts, but you know, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, you miss some, whatever. But that's what happens. And now it ran up to 654. So that's a pretty big run, $4. So where are we at now? I have the SPY running to 654.95 as a ceiling, right? So you see here where it says call put entry. What does that mean? That means that if we reject at this level, right, at 654.95, then I'm looking for potential reversal and riding that wave down, because then it just means it was retracement. If we break above this level, right, and confirm, because we want to wait for this confirmation, and then we're looking for calls to the upside, okay? But again, if we come here and we reject, hold on, you know what I'm saying. We come here and we reject, then we're riding this wave back down, and the market is done. The market's done. And honestly, when you look at it and zoom out, that could definitely happen. That can definitely happen, but to be determined. So levels to the upside for SPY. If we break above 654.95, then we're headed to about 657.46. All right. Actually, I think we'll head all the way up to 658.55. If we reject here, then we're coming back to retest this demand zone of 651.99. So 652. Okay. If we bear run through this, then we're falling, right, to around this level at 648. Here's your levels. Boom, boom. Okay, and I'm moving on. SPY took too long. TSM by Queen Queen 9526. Hold up. TSM. Paula. All right, maybe it's Paula. All right. Okay. Anyway, how do you estimate supply zone? Okay, this is not that lesson. All right. But tune in to the live training sessions. All right, big dog. All right. So, or become a Megalodon, because I have all that information saved up, so you can replay it. All right, so TSM is Taiwan Semiconductors. Absolutely. So this is a big time company, and we're always looking to see if we can grab some stock of a company like this, somebody that's in charge of most of the semiconductors, chips and whatever in the world, right? So as of right now, we have this descending triangle, right? So this is a pattern that formed. Hopefully you can see it, right? And now we're trying to see if we break down or bounce back up to retest this descending line of resistance. All right, so two things can happen. One, we break through, then you definitely want to wait for a retest to make sure that it doesn't get back into this zone. If it breaks below 272.96 and swings back inside and it confirms above this level, then guarantee, there's no guarantees in the market, but there's a strong chance that we're coming back up here to run all the way to 308 and retest these highs. Okay, so be very, very careful here. If we fall through and we confirm below, then we need to figure out what the setup is. And as of right now, the only thing I can tell you is that I know here is a neutral area, which is probably a high value node or point of interest. So it's a lot of selling in this area, and that zone ranges between let's see, 264 and 257.96. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I go ahead and I tag this, and then we can re-look at this next time. All right, so but be careful. Like I said, we break below, we could come here, retest this level of 264, and then whip right back into this. Okay, so just look alive. All right, look alive. All right, anyway, moving on. Let's see. Hey everybody, shout out to my mama. Elaine White is in the building. Queen White, let's go. Okay, I mean, one ticker. All right, so anyway, Wolf, I will also say this: if your name is in green, you're a priority. If your name is not in green and you're KGU, you are also priority. If you're not in either community and you're gray and just a subscriber, I really appreciate you being here, and I will do my best to get to you as well. So it's kind of the same thing that we had going on with Taiwan Semiconductors, right? So, but we're toying here. We're playing a game. Let's see here. I don't like. All right. So this was kind of interesting. Terrawolf. We came to retest this floor a couple times, and we traded sideways. We had a descending wedge, and then we reversed out of it. You know, we had a rocket, and it ran all the way up to retest this descending line of resistance, and now it came back down to retest this support line. So because we're bouncing here, now it's just a matter of, okay, are we still playing this range? Okay, and it looks like we are for now, then that means that we're probably coming back up here. Now, two things are going to happen here. Traditionally, when you see one of these systems, you get 3 points of contact before a decision is made. We already have that. So I want to say be careful with thinking that you're just going to rock it all the way up, because what's likely to happen is that we're going to go ahead and come halfway up if the market's still bearish. Okay, if the market is still looking to sell off, okay, we're likely to come here, retest, and be rejected at this level here at about $12.80 before we come down, and then we kind of live, and then we break down, and then take, kind of taper off. So something like this could happen. Now, if it doesn't, then that means that we're still playing this. So essentially what I'm saying to you is, if we break above this level of $12.78, then of course that means that we're likely to go and retest this descending line of resistance, and this very well could turn into one of these, right? The other direction, and then we retest the highs of about, it'll be right here around 1644. That is time. I'm going to get through what I see on the screen and then go from there. Okay. Hopefully this makes sense. It looks like chicken scratch, but I think you know what I'm talking about. How do you establish supply zone? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Almost. Better than Crayon. Paula. All right. Starbucks. Okay, SBUX. We can do that. Starbucks. A dying company in my opinion. But you know what? Because it's like 70%, 60 or 70% owned by institutions, they probably keep it alive for a little bit, right? Starbucks probably isn't going anywhere. They got too much real estate. But anyway, Starbucks can be like the iPhone of coffee, right? But coffee is coffee. There's so many coffee companies now. It's like Starbucks has they feel like a dying breed, right? Honestly, because their coffee isn't that great in my opinion. And I don't know. They established the game, and I love my caramel macchiatos, but they're not that great. So now I just go to random coffee joints. So it's like I need something like a caramel macchiato, and it tastes so much better. And everybody knows what I'm talking about, so it's perfect. All right, so anyway, you're in a sideways channel. Like you're waiting for a breakout on Starbucks code. So I guarantee you that if I were to draw up a volume profile or something like that, we would get probably something like this. Okay, something like this. Let's just see. Am I close? Yeah, pretty close, right? Just kind of, it's narrowed, but I mean, it makes sense because this is the range, but it's the same thing. I'm just, right? It's still the same arc, right? It's still the same arc. But anyway, so we are bullish above 84.74 and bearish below. So with Starbucks, this is something that I would swing trade likely, right? You can play the highs and lows here, because it's just a volume area high versus a volume area low. You wait for your supply zone from the top, right? So we have a supply zone here. We're on the 1 hour, so we have a supply zone here, supply zone here, right? And then we have, do we have a demand zone? Yeah, we have a demand zone. So perfect. So we have an established demand zone right here, right? So with Starbucks, you're essentially you're playing this range, right? And I'll even do you the solid. Well, it's pretty simple. This is great. I don't even need to do much because I already have the volume profile here. All right, so I don't like that though. So we're gonna go with do. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Oh my god. All right, so with Starbucks, hold on, I gotta do this the right way. Okay, so understand this. So with my levels, orange dotted line on the chart means it's a point of control, right? But right, it is what it is. I trade off of this right here though. Right here, this is my crossing road. So 83.57. I'm going to say that if we are above 83.57, then we're bullish. If we are below 83.57, then we're bearish. Okay, and then with Starbucks, you can swing it at 78.58 for calls, or the bottom of this demand zone, which is $78, or you can swing it for puts here around, what's this, $88. Yeah, with the top of this zone being 88.58. So if you play the highs and lows of Starbucks, you might be onto something. And what I'm gonna do is just set an alert. Okay, I'm setting an alert. I'll deal with things later. If you guys are new to my channel, I want you to see this real quick. So when I set an alert, I would go ahead and I'll put something like this in here. And what happens is that the alert goes off. I had the information put in. I'll say, what is this? 78.58 is my entry. My stop loss is going to be actually confirmation below $78. So stop loss is $78. Okay, and then my take profit target, I'm gonna go with my max because I'm not gonna find all the levels. So max take TP is going to be 83.57. Okay, so this is what, and I will put the ticker here, which is SBucks. Okay, this is the alert that my Discord gets. Okay, and I will, oh, hold up. I just shut off my computer. Y'all still with me? I shut off my computer. Okay, there we go. Here we go. So I'll put here demand zone. But technically, because of how this is set up, I would set it up as a channel. It's like, so we're entering a demand zone of 78.59. 78.59, and then $78. So that would be the range of my demand zone, and every time we hit that level, it'll go off, right? So now I have my alerts. It'll tell me when I'm entering and exiting this zone, blah blah blah, right? And then I'll show you what it looks like as it comes over to the Discord members. That way, so if anybody's on the fence thinking about joining or whatever, you can see how we get down, right? So you know what? I'll just share my screen. Let's go here and go to Windows, go to Windows. Okay, Windows Capture 12, and then let's go to Discord. All right. So on the Discord, my rapid fire alert system comes up like this, right? Comes up, hold on. This is the channel, right? And when I get prompted, my Discord gets prompted, okay? Sometimes I give them a chart, right? So the moment it hits, they can say, oh, this is what Rail sees, right? This is exactly what I see, right? So they get these alerts. When I get these alerts, and they can choose to play them or not play them. That's up to them. But I give you all of the information that you need in order to make a play. So there's always a trade in here for the most part. And I know some people crush it on a daily, but so y'all just see how much this scrolls up. Your boy takes care of the community the best I can. All right. So this just keeps going. Okay. This Discord isn't that old, right? So, but I do my best to pour into those that are here. Okay. And every now and then I make it public, but most times, most days, you need to be a Megalodon to access it. Okay. So hopefully that helps. All right. So what do we got? Rhonda's a Megalodon. Let's go. She's officially a queen goat. Shout out to you, Rhonda. Shout out to Rhonda. Everybody put some applause in the chat for Rhonda for being a Megalodon. My son wanted S-Bucks. I tried to convince him that Bears Bros is better. You're right. Thank you, Rail, for all you do. Shout out KGU. Absolutely. Haven't been able to watch your lives lately. Been working too much. I totally get it. I've been working too, big dog. I don't even know how I find time for lives, just to be real. But, you know, it is what it is. We do what we can. All right. So I'm technically done. All right. I'm done. I don't want to do another chart. So what I do at the end of these, I set my timer for 2 minutes and I leave it open for questions. Okay. I'll leave it open for questions. Boom. Q&A time. Hey, look at my wife. My wife's in the building. My mom's in the building. All the queens. I love it. Hey, baby. Everybody, shout out to my wife. If she didn't support me, this ain't happening. I can't help you if she didn't help me. So, y'all get no plays, no rails, no Weatherman rail without Queen Danielle. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm letting you know right now. All right. So, rapid fire chart analysis. Hold up. I forgot to do one thing. At the end of the rapid fire live streams, I go in and I call out all of the plays that we covered. Okay. So let's talk about it. So today, what did we cover? We went over Starbucks. We went over Wolf. We went over Taiwan Semiconductors, SPY, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Circle Internet Group, Netflix, Rigetti Computing Inc. And that's it. So we hit on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickers in 20 minutes. Not bad. And those were some solid plays. So shout out to everybody here. I'm going to screenshot this so I know that I looked at these plays, and then now I'm going to do some homework and make sure that I'm getting these alerts set up and structured for those that make sense to the Megalodons. So, or for the rapid fire live streams in the future, pretty soon for these rapid fires, my plan is to clearly state if it's a minnow, dolphin, or orca level play. Okay. I will do my best to do this. I'm working on Pine scripts and some other stuff, some coding, to see if I can just make this easier. It just takes time. Your boy's busy, but I try my best. You work a regular job or fully into trading? I have a regular job and I trade. What's up, Queen Naughty? All right, JC, keep up the good work, bro. Really appreciate you. I appreciate you, big dog. I want y'all to know this. Like, this, the community, right? Like, y'all, I know I get a lot of, like, you know, kudos and thumbs ups and acknowledgement, and I appreciate that. It does bring me joy to let me know that what I'm doing is helping. But do understand that you're supporting me too. I need joy. I get joy from my kids, my wife, but then, like, for work, this doesn't feel like work to me. Even though it is work, it's a lot of work. But y'all being here, that's you guys supporting me on my journey. I can be 100% honest with everybody and be 100% myself about this whole thing. Yeah, it feels good just to keep it real, keep it raw. Y'all allow me to do that on this platform, and y'all stay with me, right? If I were to be like the content creator that I say, man, I blew an account, right? And then and everybody left me. Well, that would kind of suck, right? So, but I could say that, right? Or say, man, I messed up and I took a big L on whatever, NVIDIA. But y'all stay with me, because I think y'all understand it is a mental thing. I keep it real, I keep it raw, but you also see the gains, but I also show the losses, and I'll always do that. So just thank y'all for letting me be me, and letting me be open and honest, because that's the only way that my growth continues too. I can't grow if I can't keep it a buck, right? So thank you for being okay with that, right? So and supporting that by joining and becoming members, because that's big. Okay. Thanks, Rel. Appreciate you. Thank you, Queen Monique. I seen you some lunch money. Did it go? Hold up. Hey, Road Life got like an auto deposit on my PayPal account. I swear to God. Road Life be donating. I appreciate you, but he be eating on a daily though too, off these alerts like nobody else. He eats more than me off of my alerts. It's crazy. Like, I don't trade all day, but this is also not like my full-time job. Shout out to Roll Life for the $25 donation. I appreciate you, big dog. Thank you so much. That is my lunch money. Let's see. Ryan says, good to meet you, Rel. I'll tune into your content a lot more now. Hey, it's good to meet you, and thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate that. And as it relates to like the supply demand stuff, like I'll come out with another video. I got a live training session that I'm probably gonna host this week, and I'm probably just gonna touch on that. I've done it a lot, but at the same time, I know there's new traders all the time just kind of tapping in, so I got to make sure that I'm not leaving them behind either. So I have to repeat some things. It's hard for me to do that sometimes, but I do understand the consistent flow of new people. Little 441, thanks, here to get it. Let's get it. How to get in your Discord. Oh, yeah, so click the members tab. Oh yeah, let's do this. If you don't see the members tab right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there. Copy link. I'm gonna go to Discord right now. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna add it to the members only tab, members only post. Okay, create a post and let's go members only. Let's say follow the link to join the Discord. And hold on one second. DM me a screenshot of your members tab so that I can assign you the proper role. Okay. All right. So if you look at the members tab, I've updated the uh, the post. So a new members link is there. Let me know, Queen, if you see it or if you don't see it. Snaps. 1 second. I'll deal with this later. Let's see. What is my wife saying? Good, because anytime I pack him a lunch, he forgets it. Those are facts. Love the content. Yeah, I starve if not for my wife. So real life, you just help me eat tomorrow. Petulance. Appreciate all you do, real. Just tuning in for a bit now. All right, big dog. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're gonna have it to borrow Mom Duke switch. All right. Purpose. All right. How to get it. Okay. Is there any more questions? Any more questions? If you have not hit the like button, please do so. If you're not a member, then become a member. Even if you don't want to be in the Discord, right? Because you have a Discord, but you want to support me in the community, because I pour a lot into the community, be a channel supporter. It's like $2.99, right? So I would appreciate anybody, everybody. All right, that is all I got. My time is up. I appreciate everybody being here. This is Stocks for Real, Sacrifice for Riches. Hold up, before I go, I need to make sure that the Queen Rhonda has made it into Discord, and then I'll get off. I have to make sure that Queen Rhonda is set. Rapture Bound, are you here right now? Okay, and then when do we get to see Weatherman Rail next? Next week. I'm fresh from vacation, baby. You know, I'm mental gymnastics. I have to get back in the mood. Weatherman Rail showing up live. Should I bring the raincoat? I'll bring the raincoat. All right. All right, Queen. Hey, Denise, you're good. Okay, you're good. Don't worry about it. Okay. And DM me if you need anything. Okay, that's all. We know what we're talking about. I just didn't feel like texting. Okay, but you're good. Keep posting your paper trades, because that's telling me that you're getting it. And you're doing really, really well, and the whole community sees it. So shout out to you. Sometimes everybody, like, if you are like trading cash and you're losing cash all the time, sometimes it's okay just to step back from the cash, saying you stay in the game, but you paper trade, just so you can get a rhythm and you can gain some consistency and some confidence. And once you gain that confidence, you start off small, and you start building from there, and then hopefully sky's the limit. But you know, we all go through things, but don't, in my opinion, if you have not tried everything, don't just cold quit, right? Because it's hard to get back into something if you give up. And if you give up, then you're gonna be living your life as a what if I figured it out? What if I stayed in long enough? Like, could this have happened? And yeah, I never want to live life as a what if. So if you need anything, let me know. Anybody. Okay. All right. Logan, shout out to you. Come with bad weather. They say I'm a storm. All right. All right. So everybody, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate the turnout. I will see y'all in the next one. Remember, every Thursday, 6 p.m., we are doing live chart analysis. Queen, I'm done. I gotta go. My family's waiting for me. The stream is over. It's over an hour right now. But much love. I'll DM me those tickers, and I'll get to you, Queen. Now, and I will post it in the Elite channel. Okay. And let me know if you need the charts on any of it. I don't want to do the chart for all of them, but if there's one in particular that you said, man, I really would appreciate the levels on these, let me know which one, and I got you. And that goes for all Megalodons. That's a perk of being a Megalodon. Okay. Hey, shout out to you, Logan. We all on that journey. And I appreciate you subscribing and locking in and sharing your journey with us. MTZ, how much a dollar costs? Best song ever by Kendrick. Oh, got it. Yep. Got it. Pay in. Every Thursday, yes. Every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, Queen. I'm about to go and have dinner and like chill with my family, so I'm not gonna remember this. So just text me in the Discord because I'm gonna see it there. Okay. But anyway, I'll see y'all. I gotta go. Everybody,